What's up, everyone? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, Nvda, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm also going to break down a very important warning I have for tomorrow for the markets. Let me first mention that I am not a financial planner. Make sure you take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15. And the offer ends very soon tomorrow, so check it out before they run out. Anyways, the trend on SPY and ES and others is quite bearish right now. The market saw a big rejection after the JOLTS job opening reports came out. And I have another warning about the market heading into tomorrow. So just note that for tomorrow, it's going to be Wednesday, and we actually have the FOMC meeting alongside Jerome Powell's speech. It's going to be very, very important. The Fed is going to most likely keep rates the same, but we're going to be looking for any insights about if the Fed is ready to announce a cut very soon or not. That's going to be very important for the markets. The markets are expecting a cut during the September FOMC meeting, so we'll see what the Fed gives us, what information they give us for this one. So that's going to be very important for tomorrow. And also, I want to call out the fact that for today, after the market closes, we have AMD and Microsoft announcing their earnings. AMD is going to have a big effect on the semiconductors, and then Microsoft will have a big effect on tech. So get ready for a very, very big move. If Microsoft ends up missing on earnings and they do very, very poorly, and their outlook is just not too good, the market could get a big rug pull even going into tomorrow. So you want to be very, very careful approaching that. If they do relatively well and they get a bounce, the market could try to rebound a little bit tomorrow. We'll see how Microsoft does, so please be ready for this. But remember, this is after the market closes. So when the market closes, okay, if you're holding anything overnight, whether it's a SPY position, if you're holding a QQQ position, or something else like that, even if you're trying to trade futures, I would still say it's very important to be careful because you never know what's going to happen with these earnings. So I'm not saying that you should do. I'm not telling you to like buy or sell or do anything like that. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just giving you guys the heads up and just a warning about how this could affect things, so you guys know what the risks are. That's all I want to do. So if you want to, go long overnight, you could. If you want to go short, you could. It could work out, may or may not. It's all up to you guys. But I'm just here to give you guys a warning about that. All right. So, anyways, looking back at SPY, we have 542 acting as resistance, and our key support is currently around this 540 area. And if we lose that, once again, we'll be retesting these lows at 538 around that range, and breaking that opens the door for 536, in my opinion. So you want to be very careful with SPY. We're still looking bearish in terms of our trend. And if you want to hold overnight, it's your choice, but just note that we're technically still on a downtrend. What is interesting is we're trying to base around 538. We're seeing a lot of buyers trying to defend that area, but this trend still remains bearish. And if we do get a rejection, I want to be very, very careful. It's possible the low is not in yet, and this could continue to make its low very soon. So I want to give you guys a warning about that. SPY is still at risk of downside, especially if we end up closing below 540. So just be very careful and be prepared for the data that comes out for tomorrow. For Nvda, we're looking bearish because we ended up losing 108, and also 112 is another support we lost. So we're on a downtrend. Look at 102.5 as key supports, 105 as resistance. If we lose 102.5, I'll be looking for 100. As of right now, Nvidia is on a downtrend. It's still looking a little bit more bearish. For ES is on a bit of a downtrend as well. When you zoom out, we actually rejected off this white trend line multiple times, and we're still doing that. So it's still technically on a downtrend. There's a risk of downside if you look at the chart. Same thing with SPX. Rejecting off this trend line again, still looking bearish right over here. There is a risk of downside. We could be revisiting the 5400 area. If that breaks, expect even more downside. So just be careful, guys. The market is still looking bearish. Bitcoin is also dipping quite a bit right now. We'll be watching to see if 65,000 holds. If this breaks, we could continue to fall. So just be mindful of that. That's going to be pivotal for the way we end up moving. For the QQQ, we're also looking a little bit more bearish. We're on a downtrend, and then we're going to be looking to see these supports right over here. Watch 460 as our critical resistance. If we break that, we could try to rebound. If we fail to do so, I'll be looking at 455 and 454 as two supports. 455.5 is actually where this wick was, and then 454 is where we bounced off today. If that fails, look for 452, then 450. We're still looking more bearish on QQQ, so just be careful for now. Aapl was attempting to rebound, but we're still kind of trading sideways. We're range bound completely between 216 and 220. We're going to likely remain that way. It's not really doing a whole lot right now. With IWM, we attempted to rebound. We're still shuffling at 222, not really doing much. So if it closes above 222, it could try to rebound tomorrow's outperforming the market. So give it some time, and then 223.5 could come. Bitcoin is losing key support at 228. It's at risk of dipping to the lower 220s, in my opinion. Still looks bearish off this head and shoulders. Amazon, if we can't reclaim 182, expect some more downside. Still looking kind of weak to me. If we lose 180, we could reject, but it's still showing weakness. So look for a retest of 182 and see if you reject or not, but it's still on a downtrend. Meta still has this gap to fill down here. We'll see if it rejects close to about 465. If it does, we could be dipping down to fill that gap towards 454. For Microsoft, I have a head and shoulders like structure looking kind of weak right now. I'm not too worried though. It depends on earnings. We'll see if earnings cause a big bounce or not. So get ready, guys. The moment of truth is coming. There's a bit of a downtrend on the stock, so we'll see if it bounces. If it does get a bounce, the market could rebound. So we'll see. Technically speaking, it's a little bit weak, but we'll see what earnings bring us. Google's also going to be heavily dictated by Microsoft's earnings, so we'll see if this causes a bounce or not. So get ready, guys. Uh, like I said before, there's this imbalance to fill, so it could try to push higher towards 174 if 172 breaks, technically speaking. But technicals are not everything. The big reaction is going to come once we get Microsoft's earnings. So get ready, guys. Do what you have to do, and I'll see you guys very soon in just a couple of hours. I appreciate you guys for listening, and peace out.